You got it tuned to Wopop on KEXP 90.3 FM. That was the Cumbia All-Stars of the record Tigres and Fuga, Quiero que Amenska. And it is with great pleasure to have in the studios right now Kobo Town from Toronto.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Toronto and Ottawa today.
And Ottawa, okay. Great to have you here. Would love to hear some music, please.
Mr. Monday has something to say. We never get the time of day. Mr. Monday has a story to tell. So he talking to himself. Mr. Monday knows only too well all the roads that lead to hell. Mr. Monday knows only too well. Every Monday he comes around, picking up butters from off the ground. Every Monday he comes around, picking up butters from off the ground, beating them with a spoon and he plants it to the sound. Every Monday he comes around. Some say he mad, some say he just a clown. Every Monday he comes around. It was not so from the start, hitting the head of the heart, no one could say. One day he just fell apart. Lost followed up on lost, wife and child added to the cause that he would bear. No one would share his cross. Hey, Mr. Monday has something to say. We never get the time of day. Mr. Monday has a story to tell. So he talking to himself. Mr. Monday knows only too well all the roads that lead to hell. Mr. Monday knows only too well. The man only wanted a home, so he went to the bank and got a loan. The man only wanted a home, so he went to the bank and got a loan. And his fortune for the bank turned him out to roam. The man only wanted a home. He asked for bread, but instead he got a stone. The man only wanted a home. The following years were unkind. They tore and chipped at his mind until the day when he was locked away, and no one came out to meet him on the day of his release into the street. And the glare of day. Hey, Mr. Monday has something to say. We never get the time of day. Mr. Monday has a story to tell. So he talking to himself. Mr. Monday knows only too well all the roads that lead to hell. Mr. Monday knows only too well.
Kobo Town, live in the studios of KEXP, Mr. Monday off of the brilliant Jumbie in the Jukebox. I've been a fan of yours for a while, since that record came out, since Jacob sent me stuff. Thank you for being here.
Oh, my great pleasure, and it's an honor to hear that.
And, you know, when I heard it, I was like, this is such good calypso. This is such great flavor. And to hear it now, because usually it's some of the older work. So, well done. And once again, well done. Oh,
again, thank you very much, and it's a delight to be down here in Seattle. Actually, so this for really what's really our first time.
Oh, really? It's a historic day in Seattle. We've just become a little Amsterdam, and it's 80 degrees and sunny. So don't get used to it. It's not like this all the time, but it's a beautiful day. You're playing on Thursday at the Triple Door, which is a beautiful room, and looking forward to that.
Yes, and us likewise.
And would love to, if you can introduce the band, that would be awesome.
Okay, absolutely. On the lead guitar over there, we have Francesco Emanuel. He's originally from St. James in Trinidad. Actually, he's relocated back to St. James, but he's up touring with us in the summertime.
Thank you.
We have a drummer who is, this is a very special day of great elation for him. He is from Germany and he is reveling in their victory. And that's Walter McLean.
Beyond victory.
Yes, indeed. Reveling in the massacre, as the radio called it. And and he lives in Toronto. He's on the drums. We have Mr. Don Stewart on the bass, originally from Grenada, but now living in Toronto. And down from Ottawa, the capital of Canada, on the flute and on the saxophone, Mr. Lindsay Wellman.
Gentlemen, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Would love to hear some more music, please.
Adding wrong to wrong. Karachi burning down. They was burning buses and looting stores. Karachi burning down. Now they beating the rickshaw holders and all. The town of Karachi burning down. I never seen in all of my days so grief could set a city ablaze. I never seen in all of my days so grief could set a city ablaze. Beating their chest in shame. Still others was chanting Miss Butter name. And to understand what they mean. They does in the whole place in kerosene. The town of Karachi burning down. As if all the sticks and stones and strife could restore a leader to life. As if the sticks and stones and strife could restore a leader to life. Said it was Taliban. Son of Karachi burning down. Still others said it's Jonas ban. Son of Karachi burning down. Others was out batting for Imran Khan. Son of Karachi burning down. Rumors was flying through the land. Son of Karachi burning down. As if for the malicious talk to make the dead to get up and walk. As if for the malicious talk to make the dead to get up and walk. Last night I awoke to the song. Son of Karachi burning down. The people was adding wrong to wrong. Son of Karachi burning down.
Kobo Town live in the studios of KEXP on Wopop, playing live Thursday, July 10th at the Triple Door. Drew, tell me about how you got into this music. Tell me your story.
My story, I guess I found it via rather, winding path, I suppose. I really only discovered it after I moved away from Trinidad to Canada. And yes, I heard from the, my detachment from Trinidad was very abrupt. We left very quickly with the clothes on our backs, really. And it was in in Ottawa, where I was living at the time, where I got a recording of old-time calypsos. And at that point, I'd become very keenly interested in the history of the Caribbean, you know, which has had such a shaping influence on our people, and I was just blown away by the way it told the story of Trinidad, and ever since then, I've been seeking it out. You know, I started going back home to visit. I'd go to different calypso tents, and it's been had a huge influence, of course, on my writing. You know, I mean, I love the storytelling tone and the satirical tone of old-time calypsos. You know, it's definitely something I try to emulate. And again, over the years, I've just tried to seek it out and, you know, immerse myself in it, and you know, maybe frame my own observations in a way that is kind of peculiar and particular to calypso.
Okay. Beautiful. And it was the way, a little bit of the history of it, was the way news was disseminated and commentaries. So you still applying the same thing to what's going on right now? Very much so. And that last song that we just played, it's off our next up-and-coming album, which we've started recording. Right. It's called Karachi Burning, and it is a piece of calypso journalism. I was there a couple of years ago, and the day after I got there, Benazir Bhutto was killed, and the whole area of the city where we were living just went up in flames. So it's a calypso about that. Perfect. Thank you. Some more, please. Kobo Town, live in the studios of KEXP. What is this instrument that you're playing now? This is a quattro. Okay. And, native to Venezuela and Trinidad and some of the other southern Caribbean islands. It's a glorified ukulele. It's beautiful. If a man have money today, people don't care if he have Coco Bay. If a man have money today, people don't care if he have Coco Bay. He could commit murder and get off free and live in the governor's company. But if you're poor, people will tell you a shoe and a dog is better than you. The boss will greet you by the front door. Tell the clerk take down everything, whiskey, cloth, earring and diamond ring. Send them to your house on a motorbike. You can then pay the bills whenever you like, and not a soul will tell you a thing. They know very well that money is king. Still red oxtail and bone. If it is a good breed and not too wild, people will take it to mind like a child. When a hungry man goes out to beg, they then set a bulldog behind his leg. A whip start to jump in the man belly as he cries out, that dog is better than you. Coco Bay. If a man have money, you see, people don't care if he have leprosy. He commit murder and get off free and live in the governor's company. But if you're poor, people will tell you shoe and a dog is better than you. Because if you're poor, people will tell you shoe and a dog is better than you. Kobo Town live in the studios on Warp Up on KEXP. That is Money is King, and it's a cover from Neville Marcano. Yes, better known as the Growling Tiger. Oh, okay. Tell me about why him? Why that cover? Well, he was one of our great, one of Calypso's great voices from the 1930s onwards, and he is a big voice of the trade union movement as well, you know, and very outspoken Calypsonian in his time.
Incidentally, he was also a close friend of Pete Seeger,
Okay.
who covered that song and accompanied him on some recordings on the banjo. So
It's beautiful.
it's so yeah, he was again one of the great voices of calypso, and until quite late in his life.
Are you playing in Trinidad? Do you is there, I know there's a population all over the world, but when you go out there, do you see a lot of Trinidadian expats at your shows? Like, how are you received?
Our shows are very mixed. There'll always be the Trinidadian expats, who come out in whatever cities we go to that have Trinidadian expats. But it seems that our audience is quite a varied one. So it really depends on the show and the location, and to determine the Trini percentage in the audience.
Got it. You sound great, and you could basically tour for the rest of your life. I mean, that could be your future.
Well, we will just see.
We shall see. Would love to hear some more music. Kobo Town playing on Thursday at the Triple Door and live right now on KEXP Seattle.
TikTok was in the knock on the door at the end of the hall, the key in the lock, and then the crash of the crown, and then the quick of the box, cool in the go. TikTok goes the clock, since the shock of the fall, the black covered the rock, and then the flood covered all. And again, when the waters that rage grew tame, we wept for what was left will never be the same. TikTok goes the clock, since the crime of Cain. In vain we have tried to remove the stain, tried to scale the heavens, call down the rain, but in the end we were content to pass on the blame. So black smoke rushes out like steam from a spout, ashes cloak the ground and choke the shout, and sea and salt cannot untie the cords. Step on the hands that hit through overboard. So deep beneath the noonday's moonlight glow, far beneath the waves, bones nearly stone, a lodge to reside waiting to be raised, back up to the light on the last of days. Over the band world with pride wings, bruises spirit that will let fill it all thing. Move stars and atoms, fizz the span between the whole of sense and the vast unseen. Still over the band world, spirit sing across the waste and the holes and a swing. Out in the darkness, what cash is doing to remake all things you again, to remake all things you again, to remake all things you. Tick tock goes the clock, tick tock goes the clock, tick tock goes the clock. Tick-tock goes the clock telling us the time. Oh my, all the hours are rushing back, and on the race they will not slow down the pace for us. No, we must keep the chase, so let us go then, now you and I. Beneath the dome shakes to scrape sky with unmarried feet. Let us walk these streets, look close, take a note of all your hair and see. Let us start at the plaza where words are bounce around, confound the dense cloud of empty songs. Before the flash flood the verbs announce, leaving only pretense because all the sense is drawn. But words abstract are stacked until black is white or white is black, or better yet all is grey like Cadaver where the life has bled away. Go by the light of an angry star, follow the megaphones drone to the edge of a park where the revolution was like a wolf in the deep. Can't sleep from the deep, move swift like a shark, climbing up the scent to the belly exposed, then flash the slash and the drawers are closed, and the victim touches in his final clothes as he see turns red as a rose. Came downtown, drawn by the smell of the blood and charm. Came downtown, drunk on the drama of a martyrdom. When the bones pick clean until they gleam, others fought up the defense of the new regime. Cause the revolution always eats its own, it can throw down the king, cannot uproot the throne. Still over the band world with pride wings, bruises spirit that will fill it all things. Move stars and atoms, fizz the span between the whole of sense and the vast unseen. Still over the band world, spirit sing across the waste and the old and a swing. Out in the darkness on cars is true, to remake all things new again, to remake all things new again, to remake all things new. Goes the clock until the toll of the patch. The spell cracks up and the world like a shell. Summons the dead to stand where they fell between the bliss of heaven and the abyss I had. This is the junction between joy and capriccio, where the laws in effect and cause that affection is real. No higher court of appeal. The time to make plain what I link conceal. All revealed, too late to recant, to repeal, to repair. We had the time and all the time is spent. So ever descending, all transcending, never ending. Reach over all extending, cause I rent to men to blame, reclaim of the castle down and raise it up again. Because the spirit full of love from above is falling like a dove, like a flame, like a bomb, exploding gentler than a breeze, more clamorous than a storm. A power won't tremble when the kingdom comes. Lift up your hands, you better lift them up high over the waters of the flood to keep them all safe and dry over the rivers of blood and the run. Keep on riding, lift them up to the Lord.